out of the coffee, out of the coffee. Morning, James.
This is already too much. Wow.
I'm pretty happy with that. Good morning, guys. After 9 years, we're doing this. We're doing another day in the life, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've been waiting for the most exciting day imaginable, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do the exact opposite. It's Monday, which is actually one of the days I usually don't film at all because it's so busy with back-end business stuff, which is another separate video I've wanted to make, but always I give myself some excuse not to do it, but today, we're doing it. Now, today officially started at 7 a.m. Usually the goal is to get 7 hours of sleep from whenever we went to bed, but even though we might wake up at 7 a.m., usually we get trapped by the animals. They're so cute in the morning, and you just don't want to get up, so if I'm ever late to work, it's because the animals were being extra cute in the morning. Oh, and by the way, that's Takumi. You guys haven't met him yet? We were fostering this little guy. He was found outside someone's porch just to figure out if he liked living with the dogs and if they would get along. They got along really well, so we added a kitten to the family. He's really cool, but he's also a crazy psychopath, but he's very entertaining and very sweet. He thinks he's a dog, so he acts like a dog. What are you doing, dude? It feels like the old days of vlogging. It's kind of funny. Breakfast routine, usually I'm making a latte over here. I got espresso. I got literally all different types of espresso. And then I got all the syrups and stuff. I make myself fancy lattes so I don't need to stop at Starbucks, waste time, waste money. But I am out of milk. Next best thing, you boil a pot of water. It's like the old-fashioned days. Mike, this clip would come after the full coffee segment. I'll put that in the video. I usually wouldn't put that in the video. Sometimes I'll give little notes to Mike so when he's editing, he knows how my brain wants things to go, because sometimes I need to film stuff out of order in videos. In this case, I want to finish making coffee before I show you guys what I eat. What do I eat? I'm trying to think, does that clip go before the other clip? Mike, I'll follow your lead on this one. It's not great, but I eat the same thing pretty much every day for all of existence. Chocolatey chip Eggo waffles. I like sweet things in the morning. I used to eat cereal a lot, but I can never keep milk from going bad. So chocolate chip waffles with a little bit of butter it is. They're quick, easy. I make them to go. It's better than not eating at all. That's my attitude. Now, I'm not just being a JDM fanboy, but for whatever reason, this Japanese coffee is like my favorite. It's a pour over, it's UCC. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to try it. It takes a little bit longer to make, but I guess it's less of a mess usually than normal coffee. You just open up these little packets, almost like tea. You put it in the cup, pour the water in, let it drip. I don't know why, I just really like the flavor of these. They're good. As it falls in my coffee. It's just what I need. Now the key to making this good and making this good fast is having a creamer that doesn't have a lot of sugar. I don't put syrup flavors, I usually just get flavored creamer. This has 5 grams of sugar. So I can actually just pour this in. I don't need to mix any syrups in. It's pretty good. This is my favorite, but it works pretty good. I don't know, Colette's been on a organic kick lately, so this is probably, is this organic? I don't think so. I don't know, but it's probably good for me if she bought it. Takumi, out of the coffee, out of the coffee. Oh, did I mention his name's Takumi because he's black and white, like the panda? If you know, you know. Now the dogs, on the other hand, they actually eat better than me. They have fresh food, literally human grade fresh food. Actually says better than chocolatey chip Eggos right on the packaging. Bro, I swear, if you don't learn to be patient. Nope, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. Hey, did I get their supplement this morning? I am running late. There's always time for our children. Bro, I swear, if you don't chill. Speak, speak, speak. There you go. Ellie, spin, spin. Good girl. Morning, princess. Hey, I gotta go, but can we show them the second half of our family before I leave?
Yes.
All right, we have a few guests staying in the guest room that you guys, I don't think have seen in my videos yet.
They haven't?
Look at that smile.
Should we just go in?
Oh, it doesn't look like they're sleeping. Maybe they're in the bathroom.
Good morning.
Welcome to Colette Davis Electric Racing Farm Central.
Good morning, my little babies.
So what's the process here in the morning?
In the morning, I just make sure that their water is good, change it out, and feed them. If I have time, give them extra treats and hang out.
And these are some exotic chickens.
These are called silky chickens. They're chicken from Asia, and they get poofy and fluffy like Pomeranian puppies, except to them, I thought were silkies, they are not.
Just got scammed.
Which is that huge one over there. One is not like the rest. Look how big he is.
All right, I gotta run or I'm gonna be late. Love you.
Show big mama. Show this one. Come on.
What's that one's name?
Adam named this one Foglight.
Because he's yellow.
He's not staying yellow that I told you, but his name's Foglight, so.
You said he's a he? Do you know that for sure?
No, don't. We can't talk about it. We want them all to be girls. So I'm just saying they're all girls.
All right, love you. Bye. I gotta go.
Love you, bye.
What's in the stable today is going to be the RTR Mustang. I mean, it's pretty realistic. This is a car that I drive the most. It's just comfy, easy, it always works, doesn't break, runs on normal fuel, fast, fun. I'd say for the most part, that's pretty accurate as to how almost every single morning goes. I will say that usually I'm rushing a little bit more because the window is a little bit smaller and I wouldn't have time to vlog in a typical morning, but I bought myself an extra couple minutes. And as you guys know, the house at the compound is getting renovated, so instead of staying there, we've been staying about 30 minutes away, so I got a little commute in the morning, so I guess usually I'd get about an hour extra of sleep, or I end up working about an hour more. One of the two is how it usually goes when I stay at the compound. I hate silence, so pretty much 99% of my day I'm listening to music. Spotify's release radar is my go-to. There's always good music that's coming out. I find out a lot of new artists. I have a playlist that I'll put in the description. It's basically all my favorite songs that come out on release radar I add to this playlist. Can't play any of it for you because of obvious copyright reasons, but you want to see the stuff that I listen to, I'll put a link in the description. I also try to be as efficient as humanly possible during the day, so any conference calls that I can schedule during my drive just kind of double dip since I can't do anything else. Or even sometimes I'll just call people just to call people.
Yeah.
Yo,
What up?
what's up?
Not much, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. A little chilly?
Yeah, the weather here's roughly the same, I think.
No way. It's like 20 right now.
Cool,
Probably not. What?
that's cool.
Yeah, so what's up?
Nothing.
All right. Interesting. How's that Porsche? Is it manual swapped yet?
No, I gotta work on that,
You better get on that.
Yeah.
Don't turn it into a lawn ornament.
Yeah, the problem about that is I don't have any hardware for my engine. I'm waiting for that to come back.
Oh, you zinked it?
Yeah. I suppose I actually could do the clutch and flywheel and everything while I wait. That's a good point. I'm a vapor honed it today, I think.
The trans?
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm filming a day in the life today of a boring, meeting-filled Monday.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just telling them how sometimes I'll just, I can't think of anything better to do, so I'll just call my least favorite person ever.
Hell yeah. Can't think of anything to do, so you like to call, normal people and just ask them how they are, what they're doing?
Yeah, imagine.
You just ask for people's numbers on your Instagram.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'll be a new series. Just call a random person every morning.
Like, hey, it's Adam,
Yeah.
your favorite YouTuber.
No, we don't like
So
that.
what do you have meetings?
I hate the word YouTuber. I
So
hate
do
the
I.
word YouTuber. Mike, don't put any of this in the video. But you can put me saying, don't put this in the video. Now, I haven't told anyone that I'm doing this today, and depending on the person, I'm gonna take a 50-50 approach of either just not telling them or giving them a little heads up. There's just some people aren't used to being on camera. First stop of the morning, usually over the weekend if there's an event or something, I've probably filmed a lot, so I'll go download with Mike, who handles all the filming and editing, and kind of give an idea of what to expect for the day. Good morning, Michael.
Hello.
I've got so much unorganized GoPro footage and stuff for you to go over from this weekend. So much of it that you're gonna hate life.
I like your attempt at covering the record button. You can see right through it.
Dang it. All right, so realistically, I don't have anything for you to edit today. Mondays, it's a toss-up. Usually I don't have time to film because of meetings and stuff anyway, and I'm pretty like just backlogged with random stuff. So in a good world, I'd have a full video that I filmed over the weekend that I'd give Mike and he'd have all day to piece it together. But today, we're doing something different. You know what we're doing today?
Is it Porsche related? Is it... no, I don't know what we're doing today, Adam.
All right, well, I'm gonna tell you. Let me break it down to you. All right, Michael, so today, this is what we're doing, all right? Oh,
Yeah.
The framing's all wrong. This is what you're for. Mike, can you fix this real quick? We're doing a day in the life today.
A day in the life.
But I'm choosing the most boring day that will not have anything exciting whatsoever. So here's my vision for it, right?
Okay.
I filmed the setup of today,
All right.
and I could vlog it all, but then you would have nothing to do. So I want to see if we can film like meetings and stuff office style. Like as if someone's watching an episode of The Office. You know, like the quick zooms, the really like deadpan silence and stuff.
Okay.
So that's the goal for today. So the first thing we normally do is we come up with a game plan for filming for the day. And Monday I'd be like, Mike, I'm too busy. I've got nothing to film.
Well, in reality, it's because of all the meetings and stuff, so...
But we're gonna film it today.
You guys get to see the meetings firsthand, so...
Yep. Get ready for it.
It's
intense.
wild.
It's wild. You checking out my editing from the weekend?
Yeah.
I think I did pretty good.
No, you did. I mean...
I will say I hate Final Cut. I wish you would switch to Premiere. I wasted so much time with GoPro footage that didn't link because it doesn't import while you're editing. Oh my god, I want to throw your computer out the window.
What do you mean it doesn't import while you're editing?
If you hit import and then you start editing with the footage, it pauses the import. So then I pulled the card out in the middle of the import and it got real mad at me.
Well, that's why you dump to an external drive and you import from there, sir. You don't import straight off the card.
Yeah, well, you're not here on the weekend to tell me that. Good morning, guys. You know what we're doing today?
No.
We're doing a day in the life, so I just figured I'd film our usual Monday, or I should say everyday interaction, just kind of going over whatever we got to go over in the morning. All right, what's on the agenda today with the race car?
Well, I was out sick last week, so we started working on the spare parts list. And then, because the car is pretty much at that point where we have almost everything in place, with the exception of like the reservoirs and the cash can. So he started working on that. So today we're going over that list to make sure we have everything. So that way we could start making our bins for the spare parts. Ours due to go to the particle on Friday. So
I gotta get the powder here. Then what, Thursday?
pretty much.
Okay. All right, I'll go work on that.
Well, it's going to get sandblasted.
Okay.
So we have another week before it gets
Gotcha.
casting powder.
I still need to decide on a final color. Like I think I want to do what we originally talked about, but their color is like a little bit darker than I think I want. So I'll put some time into that right now. I'll Photoshop some stuff and see what looks good.
Yeah. I mean, darker is better than lighter, but I don't know.
I like lighter just so you can see cracks on the chassis and like you can see oil and like fluids and stuff easier. If the color's too dark, I feel like you lose that.
Yeah.
That's why white's great. because you
Right.
can see a crack from a mile away. So we usually download with Johan and Owen, and they are manning the race car project that is going to Europe for Drift Masters. And then in the shop, Sean's usually here, and we'll go over whatever we're working on today, which is typically involved around the Safari GTR or one of the other random cars if something needs to be done on it. He's at a doctor's appointment, so he won't be in, I think, until the second half of the day. And then if we have any paint or fiberglass or bodywork project going on, I'll meet with Ray or Josh and go over what I need them to tackle. Porsche parts are starting to come together. All this stuff, Josh was already able to powder coat satin black to go right back on the car. Even got the air-cooled fan painted in mint green to match the car. Didn't powder coat this just because it's magnesium. Don't want it to crack in the oven, and the tolerances are really tight, so paint's a little bit better move on this one. Morning, Josh. I'm filming a day in the life today, so I'm showing a typical interaction of me giving you stuff to paint or powder coat.
Morning.
You know what I got for you today?
What do you have?
A different challenge. We got aluminum. No powder coat today. So this intake manifold I'm selling, and it has a couple little surface scratches because it got nicked up against another manifold in a box. Could you sand these out?
Sure.
You think that's doable?
Yeah.
All right. Is the height the same as the other car?
The bracket's different, so this one sits higher.
We'll lower it.
It definitely looks more skewed than the other car. Is it?
Skewed.
Yeah, like more
Sorry.
skewed to the right.
Yeah.
Like I don't notice
You
in the
feel
other
it
car, but yeah, I mean this one it's pretty.
You think if we put the dash on, you will notice it?
Yeah, I mean just looking at my legs, it's centered on my right leg. But is the seat the problem or is the wheel the problem?
I think it's like more dramatic because the seat's higher.
The seat, this one's slightly bigger. So this one was maxed out to the heat brake. This one is narrower, so we have more room to go that way.
If the other bracket for the other car, if you put that seat in here right now, where's the center of it?
It's gonna be pretty much like the other car.
Really?
Yeah, because now I matched this to the dash, so you know what I mean?
So maybe the dash is off a little bit compared to the other car? The more we can match to the other car, the better.
Right, yeah.
Well, you got plenty of room to slide this thing over. You might need to drill some new holes.
Oh, dude.
Like there's plenty of lip underneath this, where like you could probably move this over 1/2 inch. I see what you're saying though about flipping one of these brackets 180. I have more of these brackets if we need to use them too.
Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
One big thing that's helped me a lot is using a calendar. I try to put everything that I possibly can in there. That way I can stay on track during the day, not miss any meetings or calls or anything. In the past, I would just leave it in notes and it was really easy to forget. One person that helps out with that tremendously is my executive assistant, Marissa. You guys haven't formally met her, but you've probably seen her in the background of videos. I brought her on and she helps with pretty much all the, I should just say a little bit of everything. It doesn't matter if it's ordering parts, picking up parts, helping me with stuff throughout the organization with my leadership team, handling a lot of legal stuff and just kind of all the stuff that I don't have time for, but you still got to do if you're running a business. Mike, this segment's gonna go after the shop segment because I realize I usually don't sit down with her until after I meet with the guys in the shop. Marissa, disclaimer, you're on camera.
Oh, hey.
This is Marissa. I'm
Hello.
filming a day in the life today.
Oh, sweet.
So what would we normally be doing on a Monday morning?
So on a Monday morning, we do our meetings. I confirm all of our meetings and I make sure you're on track. Today we have an extra meeting and we have one that was rescheduled for tomorrow.
Usually on Monday mornings, our whole leadership team, which is, I guess, a lot to unpack. So in the past year, we formed a leadership team, which is basically putting a lot more structure in the organization that's helped versus kind of just everybody being a free-for-all. So we have specific departments now, and on Friday, everyone will send me a weekly report that has a lot of really good information, questions I need to answer, and I'll usually respond to that over the weekend or on Monday morning. I'll hop on my computer, get that knocked out. And then Marissa has all the meetings scheduled throughout the day where we'll have a meeting with each leadership team. And then from there, we'll talk over some of the stuff that was in that weekly report, maybe stuff that's going on during the week, and she'll take notes and help me. Oh, I might have chopped your head out a little bit. Sorry. I think I've said it in videos, but even though this is really a lounge, this is more so used as a meeting space than anything. And lately, my new goal is to get a car up here somehow. So instead of the pool table, I want to have a car up here. I think it'd be the coolest thing ever to have a car in the background. But yeah, this is the table. Behind the scenes, Mike setting up camera shots. My tripod looks pretty old there, guy.
This is my first tripod.
I know, that's why I said that.
Still does the thing.
So first tripod, how old is that?
9 years old. 2015, I think.
The budgets are real slim here at LZMFG.
Still works, baby.
Morning, James.
This is already too much.
Morning, Zach.
All right.
Skunks all the way up.
It's a very informal meeting usually, but also not at the same time. James, will you tell us a little bit about what you do here? Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. It's Monday morning and it's like the most annoying. Zach, you want to go first?
Do I go first?
Yeah. What do you do here?
So I'm in charge of fulfillment, in charge of internal purchasing. So if it's on the website, chances are that I did the inventory for that. I do the inventory after James gets the product and the design. So James, you go.
I
I like turtles.
I make sure that Zach has things for his team to count. I get the designs on paper with Josh, our designer, and we take it from concept to reality and make the t-shirts t-shirt.
Very good, very nice.
And then I put the t-shirts on a shelf, and then the t-shirts go from the shelf to the customer.
It's too early.
James, anything brand related, James has his hands in. LZ World Tour, designs, merch, website related things. There's a lot more, but it's Monday morning.
Yes. Make sure brand look good.
All right.
Does brand look good?
Brand look good. Stars.
Great.
All right. What do we got to discuss first today?
14 applicants for the new position.
Sweet. Have you read through them?
through a handful of them. One guy literally said, "Google my name," and didn't attach a resume. So that was bold.
Did you Google his name?
I did not, and then later he sent a resume. So he's like, "You probably won't even need this," or something.
Wow.
Very forward. So.
Is he that good or no?
No. He's not a Google my name type of person.
What's his name?
No. I'm joking.
But no, there's some promising ones. Couple people that just are shooting their shot and hoping that they can just get their foot in the door whatsoever. So a diesel mechanic hit me up and was like, "I'm a diesel mechanic, but I want this job."
All right.
So,
There's a
but
lot of similarities.
yes,
There's not.
no. No. Everybody is gonna get a screening call even if they're bad.
We're looking for a product development specialist. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not an internship.
No, restart. Do you want to sit at this table with us on Monday mornings?
Would they be sitting with us?
Yeah, potentially.
All right. Product development specialist. What we need you to do is develop special products. All jokes aside, not an internship, not like a get your foot in the door type of position. We want someone who's walked the walk, who knows what they're doing, and has some like real experience that can help us elevate the brand. We know how to do it. The problem is we're just spread very thin as an organization, so we want to be able to open the door up to sourcing more cool and unique products, less just t-shirts, hoodies, jackets. The sky's the limit. It could be toys, it could be clothes, it could be
Toys.
yeah,
Okay.
like trinkets. Yeah.
Like Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
I mean that's a great example.
Yeah.
There's a huge opportunity, but like, do we know how to make a die-cast car?
Nope.
Could we figure it out?
Sure.
Do we have time to figure it out?
Next
No.
year.
Oh, and message James at lzmfg.com with your resume.
Thanks.
That guy.
Spell James?
Jay. Jackets have shipped and they'll be here on Friday.
Nice.
So
Via UPS.
via DHL.
DHL.
Safari Division.
Safari Division.
So that will land early next week, and then Target drop is end of the week. I don't remember. I know
would
you
say-
sent me the date. just
Yeah,
don't
I would
remember.
say the Wednesday to Friday.
Yeah.
whenever.
Okay, so that gives us like a solid like 2 or 3 days to get promo assets.
Well, they're
So-
overnighting stuff on Wednesday this week.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll have a lot of
We'll
time.
have Thursday and Friday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's been really foggy here in the morning, so taking the GTR and just putting it on the trail that you've been building.
Oh, you mean literal fog?
Literal fog.
Yeah.
It's been really. I'm really foggy right now.
Yeah.
But it's been really foggy, and I think we can get some external lights and play with colors and stuff, and just do a little photo shoot in the fog.
What if we do a video that's kind of like the pizza video, but it's off-road version?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need to be as elaborate as a pizza video, but like some sort of reel that's really shareable with the Safari GTR, kind of like point A to point B, and we trick people into watching a merch ad.
Yeah.
So they're like, this is
Marketing.
really cool, this is really cool, and then at the end there's a shirt merch.
Yes.
It worked great on the pizza video.
Yeah. But how do we? What's the story behind?
Do you have any buddies? What are the people called that patrol the woods? The
FWC?
what does that say?
W.
Florida
W.
Florida Wildlife.
Oh, yeah.
So we stage it so it looks like I'm getting chased by a Florida wildlife truck. We put the stickers on the truck that Drift HQ has.
The heat wave show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, FWC truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
we put lights on top of it. I've got lights.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm getting chased through the woods.
But what did you do wrong? You're just in the woods. That's
Yeah,
what-
I'm not supposed to be
You're not supposed to be in the woods.
He's on a bike trail.
Yeah.
Um,
There's legs to this.
there is.
There
There
is.
is. Expand on this.
Zach, I signed all the decks over the weekend. Do you have
Yeah.
more for me to sign today?
They're laid out now.
Okay.
Only about 50.
Okay.
So that's the remainder of what we have.
Can you remind me our signature policy so I can save this video because I'm about to go film myself signing more decks.
Yeah, if you ask for deck signatures, we'll sign the decks.
Well, let's be more specific. So
Not
decks,
t-shirts.
steering wheels,
Yeah.
not t-shirts.
No t-shirts, sunglasses like lenses, stuff like that.
Got it. So
Shift knobs. Got some shift knobs.
okay,
Yeah.
Oh, push.
Push.
we got to restock on shift knobs.
Yeah, shift
Well,
knobs.
well,
are-
we
yeah.
have plenty of shift knobs.
Okay.
Yeah, sign shift knobs.
All right. Well, we'll show you guys some shift knobs in the video. We used to do signatures and everything for free, but the problem is I get so busy that I would end up holding up all of order fulfillment. So at least by separating it to just being decks and other like more expensive hard goods, it requires less time, so people's orders get delayed less, and also kind of makes it a little bit more special than just anybody can have a signature.
Stickers too.
Stickers.
Always, yeah, we always got a ton of stickers.
Oh, so if
Yep.
someone asks for a signature, you
Yep.
just give them a signed sticker.
Yep, sign sticker.
Oh,
Make it easy.
got it.
Reminder,
Plug.
Have I already signed all this?
Stickers
Yeah,
are available individually.
Yeah, we lay out like 150 at one time and you sign them all.
Oh,
Yeah, and they last forever.
sick.
Yeah.
I forgot I did that.
You did do that.
That's how mindless and monotonous signatures are. I think
It's still
so
confusing.
funny.
It's still so confusing.
Buy stuff on LZMFG and get a signature if you ask for it, but not t-shirts.
But not t-shirts.
Buy t-shirts, but I won't sign them. So all jokes aside, this like sounds like a ridiculous conversation, but it is very frequent that we have to figure out how to make messaging on a topic really clear, because if there's any gray area or any way that something can be misinterpreted, it's going to get misinterpreted, just like it's inevitable. So we spend a lot of time just trying to figure out how to be really clear and how to make sure we can get messages across appropriately, not just about signatures, but anything and everything.
It's 10:15. You're gonna have your hands full on this video, dude.
That means I got 15 minutes of footage to go through.
Well, it's okay. Mike has, you got all tomorrow to edit this.
Oh, wait, yay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you're also gonna have to have that Safari thing done tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, at the same time?
yeah, at the same time. So
Okay. And should I expect Adam to barge in my office at random times and pull me off of things? To...
Yep, and leave water bottles on your desk with the caps off of them.
Yeah. And sandwich plates.
Bell pepper.
When I go to Zach's department, I leave half-eaten bell peppers. When I go to Mike's desk, I leave water bottles without the cap on next to his camera gear.
And empty sandwich plates.
What do I do in your office, James? Candy wrappers?
My standing desk height.
Oh yeah. My knees always hit it.
We need a standing desk development specialist.
It's a hard life, man.
Plug.
A few new Brewers products. I saw your response to the report. Yeah, a few new of those.
The smelly good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, we can get
the
some
Stinky
good
Be
stuff going.
Gone.
Stinky Be Gone.
Stinky Be Gone.
Is that's the actual name of Stinky Be Gone?
Yeah.
So is it odor
JDM
eliminator?
Squash. What?
Odor eliminator?
Yeah.
And it's a spray.
But, yeah, and it's scented as well. We've got JDM Squash, Fine Leather, Crazy Monkey or something like that.
Can you just put like a rolling text thing that says paid promotion, paid promotion, paid promotion?
Their leather scent's really good. So like I've used their dropper before.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried the Stinky Be Gone.
Yeah, Stinky Be Gone is supposed to go crazy.
I need to try Colette's car. She left cat food in it for a couple days.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, okay, real idea. It's called Stinky Be Gone. We spray it on Stinky in the car, and Mike makes it disappear.
Wow. Man.
Mike, you got your to-do list, man.
Okay, so we need the Safari reel, Stinky Be Gone reel, this video.
Like, you need to make a car disappear.
I mean, I could do that.
We should paint it camo.
Huh?
Paint it camo.
Yeah.
Paints a
it
car
should be
camo to
gone.
make it disappear also.
LZ World Tour is happening this year. We're locking in and finalizing a few of the, I shouldn't say a few, there's really like one venue and one date we're trying to like really laser hone on. That way when we announce the dates and the locations, we can announce all of them instead of having one weird TBD. Stay tuned, we'll have information for you soon. I guess it's more media related than merch related, but you saw I'm gonna steal Mike one day this weekend. Mike, you okay with being stolen? Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so we'll figure out, we'll do a trade-off for one of the days this week, probably like second half of the week.
That's fine.
But that'll work well because it's easier for Kevin to come out for like a full day over the weekend than it is to like come in one evening and try to rush stuff.
Yeah.
And we just take our time and reseal the whole engine. So, you good?
I'm good.
Cool. Thank you guys. Yeah. We're gonna go do signatures now. We obviously just talked about signatures. That was like, I would say, out of what would normally take place up here, it's probably like 8 out of 10 for accurate. Like, we didn't really do anything different than we normally would have. I intentionally didn't give everybody too much heads up because I want people to overthink it and then like act differently or whatever. But we're gonna go do signatures, and usually the next meeting on a Monday would be the Drift meeting, which would be with Duarte, who runs pretty much everything over at Drift HQ. However, he's out today, so we're gonna do that tomorrow, but I am gonna put it in the video where it would normally take place during the day, just to kind of give you guys context of what a Monday would be like. Good morning. Good morning. How's you guys weekend? Good. You alright? Not bad. I swear it sounds like someone's up there. You heard that?
Yeah.
That was kind of creepy. Alright. Oh, I got a fat marker today. You know what's funny? A lot of people complain that my signature looks like chicken scratch, but I'm going to show you. It's actually Adam LZ. So if you know what you're looking at, you know that that's my signature. But if you don't know what you're looking at, it just looks like chicken scratch.
Scratch.
Yeah. So don't show the process too much. I don't want them to be able to copy it. But everyone's a little unique depending on what marker I'm using, how much coffee I've had that day, how much of a rush I'm in. What? They're all authentic. No stamps here, bud. So I've been doing about a third of these each day. Just trying to do them all at once is very overwhelming, and we don't have table space that's big enough. These S13 decks sold out. I think we still have a couple Super decks left, so I may be mistaken, but I'm saying that because I'm signing some right now, so I anticipate we do. But most of the people that order these, even though they're like legit Canadian maple, they're just wall hangers. People hang them on the wall. I think they look really cool. Cooler than a piece of art. All right, so welcome from the future. I told you guys normally me and Dee would meet on Monday, but we postponed it to Tuesday. And I wanted to cover, because obviously Drift HQ is like a huge part of the compound, business, everything. So typically we would meet and just discuss stuff, whether it's related to building cars, ordering parts, employees, stuff like that. So what's on the agenda today?
Few things, nothing too crazy, as we've been having like more meetings than usual. So Ethan will be coming, he'll be moving here on Saturday. Ethan is, I believe, going to be very influential for us because he's going to be able to help all the FDF customers in-house. He is Donnie's brother, so if no one knows that.
We love Ethan, and we're like very excited for him to be coming down. So he's going to be essentially like a FDF sales rep, but be working for Drift HQ, if I understand correctly.
Yes. So he got tired of the cold and moved to he came here like, a month ago or so. He loved it so much that he's been begging to come work here, so we brought him over. We think it's going to be good. I wanted to talk to you about a little bit more. Got us quite the sponsorship proposal here. So I wanted to show you this. I can't show you guys the numbers, but
this is for them to sponsor us or us to sponsor them?
The other way.
Okay.
This is sponsorship season right now, so I'm a bit stressed.
Yeah.
But this is the end of it. Take a look and tell me what you think.
I mean, it's a really nicely put together proposal. I don't know that it's in the budget.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But the idea of this is to not put too many companies and overdo it. So they want to limit it to only a few companies, which makes the sponsorship very, very interesting.
What I think's cool about stuff like this is usually, I'm not saying with this one in particular, but like usually we're able to come up with some sort of strategy. For our business, the margins are not very big in car parts. So usually what we try to do is leverage other things that we have that aren't cash for sponsorships and stuff like that, whether it's parts, whether it's resources, whether it's building a car. Not saying that for this proposal in particular, but that's like a very common conversation that we'd have to try to not spend the profit that we make.
Yeah, because most people don't understand that we don't make a lot of the parts, so when they look at us as the parts company, they automatically assume like, oh, they can just sponsor me a specific value. I'd rather just connect them as yourself, Mike, behind to the company directly, and the company is easier to facilitate the product itself, because we can continuously like promote that company, and it helps you and it helps the company at the same time.
Exactly.
So it's very hard for us to take a cash value and just sign a check and be like, here, because of the profit margin being so little. If we were the manufacturer, we controlled every process, things would be different, but this is just the US market. Is different than any other market.
And speaking of being a manufacturer,
is
that a conversation we're gonna have, or is that an off-camera conversation?
I guess it'll be off camera.
All right.
We're making more and more parts, but how and where, we'll keep that off camera. I want to talk to you about your new project that is in development, the new car.
Sure.
The extent of that product, like how much of a race car do you want that car to become? You know what car I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think the angle of what we're trying to create, I think an entry-level style drift car is kind of the main path that would be the most sellable. So like picture what my Blue E36 used to be.
Okay.
Like something in
Leaf
that
fuel cell, all that, like intact. I mean, instead of putting fuel cell, stock tank location, all that.
Yeah, I think for what it is, as the engine stays stock, just keeping it simple so we don't invest a ton of time and money. Like a good example is the Mark V Super, right? So that was like an R&D project for the DCT. And if I went and built a full race car and then wasn't happy with the DCT, I'd be like, oh man, like I just wasted all this money. Versus right now it's at such a low expense phase. It's like pretty much all stock with like some modded knuckles, but it worked out great where I was able to test figure out that I liked it or didn't like it before putting a bunch of money into building a car.
So no like body kits, etc., etc. Leave stock body. Just
Yeah.
build the car for what it is. It's already a cage car, so
Yeah, and I think we don't go the full race car route until we do a built motor. Like if it's really good and everything works really well,
then we bump it up.
then we go, okay, let's take it to the next level, but we won't do anything that we have to undo, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Got it. So that's done.
Basically, Drift HQ, like you guys have seen with other things, but we use it as a tool to promote products when it comes to the shop thing. So like this particular project is really cool and has some development potential of making some new parts, doing some R&D of getting a new platform kind of to work correctly and explore if it's feasible or not. So the Drift HQ angle makes the most sense since like that will be the powerhouse behind selling parts around that particular thing.
Like the development process like sucks because it takes so long, but once it's done, like it becomes something that you like 3-4 years from now, people will be doing that.
Yeah.
The N54 engine mount.
Still,
So
it's selling like
give a little
crazy.
background on
Yeah.
that.
So N54 to E46 and E36, I think I did that 5 years ago as like a unique, one of a kind. We did it. It worked really good. The mountain setup, everything worked in the car. Besides, we couldn't control direct injection. So we deleted direct injection, put port injection, and that was the failure of that motor. N54 sucked to begin with, but people nowadays have figured out how to control direct injected, and we sell those mounts worldwide. Like every month, I would say between 5 to 10 sell. So we, like back in the day, I thought like this is gonna be such a unique project. It wasn't gonna sell well, but it continues to sell. So now we jumped up the game and we created a new product, which he'll launch at the right time.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool. Much cooler than the N54. We didn't have our team meeting today, but PMC will be in here tomorrow.
Cool.
PMC has been working with us for the past 7 years. They make all the adapters, shifters, etc., all the BMW goods and all the adapter goods that we've been selling for a very long time.
And we have exclusivity on PMC
Yep.
for North America,
Yes,
which is huge.
huge.
So-
US and Canada. So they continuously they already made mounts for your new car.
Really?
Like the adapters to go into
Sick.
another thing. So they're very good at development. They have very good engineers and they're quick. So they are part of like why we make certain parts the way that we do, because they're very good at it. We send them parts, they redevelop them, we send them stock, they make them. So they're good. They've been loyal to us, and it's the first time he's visiting the US. He also wants to move here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the war, man. The Poland is cold as hell, and
Yeah.
there's not much going on over there. So he wants to move. He saw the posting that we have for a salesperson. Which, if you're a salesperson, you want a job, contact us. But he saw the post and he's like, "Can I just stay here?" And I'm like, "It's not. You don't just stay here." But I'm like, "Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow."
We're gonna eventually be like the AI photo that I dropped in the chat, where we have like multi-levels
Right.
and everybody just lives here. Because
Just
everybody's
lives
just
here.
magnetized to here.
Exactly.
We're gonna
So-
turn into like little countries. We'll have like a mini Poland at the compound, and like
Yeah.
we'll each have their own little restaurants.
That's
like
it.
turn into a
What
town.
I put in the chat, what AI thinks we do.
No.
I'm gonna send it to you. It is freaking hilarious on what they think we're like here. It's like it has an off-road rally course. It has bike trails. It has slides going from the second story down, houses, pools.
Can we put slides, please?
Can you put it on the screen over this video?
Yeah, I'll give it to Mike.
Yeah.
It was like the greatest thing ever.
It's almost there. So he'll be here at 10 a.m. I'll be giving him the full tour, 2-hour tour. So let your people know, clean up your shop. Just kidding.
He's
fine.
joking, but that's like
Yeah.
a serious conversation
It
we
is.
have. Like
Yeah.
when we have special guests over, like we have a WhatsApp for the entire compound. There's a lot of people in it, even people that don't work here or live here, but people that are just here often. And when we know that we have guests coming, we basically put everyone on notice and say, hey, look, so-and-so's coming, tidy up your workshop or your area. That way everyone can be proud of their own space when we have people come by.
Exactly. Good guess. And we take him to eat at our local spots, which there's only 2.
Tractor Supply and Ace Hardware.
Jolly Gator.
Yeah.
For lunch. But yep, I think that wraps up everything that could be talked on camera, and then
I've got one thing.
Yeah.
And we can decide whether we want to put this on camera based on your
Hit
answer
it.
or not. I have a request. The well on the Drift HQ / Joel side of the property. Given that the shop uses it for power washing and sink stuff, would you be willing to go in halves with me, half Drift HQ, half LZ, on fixing that well?
see he does this a lot to me.
I can present you. I can give you the proposal.
I think I've half of a bathroom. I own half of this, half of AC unit there. All good. Send it to me.
All right,
We'll see.
do. I'll send
All right.
it.
The water is bad though.
Yeah.
Every car we wash, it takes us like twice as long because we're trying to get the water spots
And
off
so
the
you're
car.
aware, I've already had 2 shallow wells redug, so we just have to fix the RO system,
Yeah.
and then that well will be up and functional and be able to pull from the 2
That's
shallow
good.
wells. It's going to be a similar setup as what's at the front house and the main house, just a fraction of the cost.
Water here is definitely the highest commodity. I'll say that.
Very rare.
Like very rare. When water goes out here, people panic.
Yeah.
That and
It's
AC units in the
AC
summer.
units.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
All right.
I'll
Well,
half it.
all right. Well, thank
Good.
you. This is your version of what we can talk about at a Drift meeting.
Yeah.
DriftHQ.com. Get your parts.
And win a sim.
Yes.
Every $5 you spend gets you entered for a chance to win. Like I said before, usually Monday I'm way too like all over the place with meetings and stuff to have time to like really dedicate to like a full project to be able to film a video. So sometimes what I'll do is like little micro tasks that we might film and include in a later video, or just something that I want to do because I enjoy it. So one of them is going to be vapor honing the transmission that Scott dry ice cleaned. It came out really good, but I intentionally got a vapor honing machine that was big enough to fit a transmission so I could do a transmission someday. And it's like the perfect scenario because it's sealed and pretty easy. I was just sealing off the bell housing to make extra sure that no debris could get in there because the vapor hone slurry is like kind of like a sand. So it's one of the things I'm hoping to just kind of work throughout the day on, a little bit of side-by-side stuff throughout the day. What I want to do right now, I'm going to go grab the forklift. I want to get this on the engine stand, but my engine stand is not cooperating with this guy, and I don't have the front plate to lift it up with an engine hoist. So we'll just forklift the pallet up, and then I'll put it on the engine stand that way. Hey, you're done with that thing already? Yeah. That was fast. How'd it come out?
Look better.
Sick. No, it looks really good. Thank you.
Something, I think my bag or something.
That's good. I can Scotch Brite it real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks amazing. Thank you.
What do you think about the
No,
finish?
the finish looks perfect. What'd you use for it?
DA?
Really?
From 180 to up to 3,000.
Sick.
Yeah.
Oh, looks really good.
You can even polish it if you want.
That's so much less sketchy than actually picking this up with a forklift. One step closer to where I need to get with the Porsche engine now that I get it on a stand. You can't use a normal engine stand on these. I guess you can, but it was heavily advised against because there's only 4 bolts and it's into an aluminum crankcase that is very terrifying. You don't want to mess it up. So there's these plates that you can buy that adapt to normal engine mount, or a full mount that basically has surface area along the full edge of the engine. That way, instead of all the load just being on those threads, it's actually like bracing itself against the engine to support the weight. It's not like that heavy, I guess, but once it's fully dressed, I'm sure it is. Got a decent chunk of stuff done. The transit's coming out really good. It's almost noon. Probably at this point, we'll take lunch. Mike will go on break for an hour. A lot of times we'll use this time to have him catch up to editing and whatever we film throughout the day. But since it's a day in the life, I'd rather just have him with me, just make sure we can capture all the little nuances and things that go on throughout the day. All right, here's what you can expect for lunchtime here. Marissa does a run to the supermarket on Mondays. She'll get a bunch of fresh fruit, and sometimes she'll bring in meal prep stuff. And then there's this other place locally that does meal prep, which is what I'm eating today. So this is, I don't know, some Tucson pasta and a bowl of watermelon. She's really good about making sure I eat, because a lot of times I get so busy during the day that I forget to eat and just get so involved with what I'm doing. Grab a drink. You know, it's either a sparkling Topo Chico day, a liquid death day, or just a normal water day. So that's what we're drinking now. And then while I eat lunch, either we'll talk about stuff if we need to talk about stuff, or I'll open up my computer and I'll catch up on emails, contracts, other stuff that I gotta go through, marketplace, you know. Lots of conversations and stuff that I'll do on my computer are around ordering parts. Johan and Owen pretty much man the race car and ordering all of that stuff. If it's a sponsored product, I'll usually order it, or all the side projects like the Porsche. Safari, Sean kind of split 50-50 with me ordering a lot of stuff. But a lot of emails going back and forth trying to get stuff ordered. Sometimes I'll send links to Marissa and have her order stuff just to save the time of like filling out all the stuff you gotta fill out to get things. Yeah, that's kind of what goes on. Guess what we're filming today, Sean? What? Guess what we're filming today? You missed it in the morning. We're filming a day in the life today. Of you? Yeah, but all the boring stuff that usually happens off camera.
Coming out of bed and brushing your teeth?
Yeah, I actually got that.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow. So you can tell Adam stays boring as hell.
What I was
Just sits in meetings all day while I work.
Well, I was bummed that we didn't get to have our typical morning meeting where we talk about whatever the game plan is for the day. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so like 9 times out of 10, Sean knows everything to do, but then there's weird scenarios where I'm like super particular about how something is done, so we'll talk through it. Like in this case, you know how to adjust the drum brake or not?
Yeah. I just gotta look up which way to go.
I usually just turn it until, so I've learned this new thing, this new revelation. I look at the threads. And it tells me which way to turn something. Crazy. I've never done that in my life. So I used to just fiddle around with suspension arms and be like turning it and like watching the wheel.
Yeah.
And then I forget, someone just said to me one time, it was
me.
Yeah, it was?
Yeah.
Then we got Mike. Don't take the credit.
It was me. He was adjusting suspension. It was when we did the coils.
I'm a pro at this only because you have to do this every single day at Ebisu if you want to keep your factory handbrake working.
Yeah.
But as you guys see in videos, like it works great. Maybe at some point I'll put a hydro in this. The only challenging thing would be now that we have the handbrake working so good, where the handbrake disengages all-wheel drive, we need to figure out a way that the hydro would also actuate that switch if we put a hydro in. It's possible. It's just this is so easy that if I can just adjust these and keep it locking up.
This stock handbrake can work forever. Like,
yeah, we might need to get more aggressive drums. Or I love the handbrake setup in my R32. I think it's clean.
Like a pull back.
Well, just where it is and everything. Like I think though, for whatever reason, like right-hand drive cars, I always like a pull-up handbrake versus a pull-back. Pull-back always feels weird right-hand drive for me. I go till she's tight. I back off too. That one used quite a bit of adjustment, so she's gonna be locking nice. This is a prime example of something that would not make the cut in a normal YouTube video. Adjusting the handbrake. Not entertaining content, but it's gotta get done. GTR brakes was one of the things on the list today for Sean. Another thing is gonna be on the side-by-side, changing out this handbrake setup. This thing's just really sharp, so it like hurts my hand. And the way my seating position is, I'm like, it's just too awkward to grab. I need one that's a little bit like more farther forward and up here, which I'm already maxed out on this rod, so we'll probably just end up switching to like a Drift HQ handbrake or something. That way we can get it exactly where we want. I don't, until we like take everything out, we don't really know a game plan, but if it's easy to just put another handbrake on there, it doesn't require a lot of welding and stuff, I'd rather do that than change a master. Because we could change a master with a longer rod, and that would push this farther up here, but it would still be sharp and annoying.
You're gonna cut it more?
No, so down there, the rod is already as long as it can go, but if the rod's longer, it would push this farther forward. Yeah, I'll just cut this more. In a perfect world, I'd have it right here, but that's too much work. Holy trash. Oh, this looks simple. It's just got a little bracket there.
Adam's water bottle strikes again.
What size master is it? Did it say 0.75?
Yeah.
So 5/8 would be softer. I think the most important thing is getting the handle length right. Like if I can get a little bit taller handle, but either way we got to rebleed it just because of what's going on with the brake sticking. The brakes will just randomly drag. All right, we're working with from the center hole, 15.5 inches, Willwood reverse no, is it I don't know what this is called. I get confused with all the handbrake, but we want the master behind the handle. 15.5 minimum length, ideally longer. Let's go see what we got. We're gonna go to the Drift HQ sales offices. We've got a couple handbrakes over there, and I think there's one that's gonna work out perfectly. If not, we'll start raiding the shelves and pulling stuff out of stock to see what we can find. Hello. And it's shorter. Sad. Ours is longer, but the problem is the base. The whole spread's gonna be different, so that might prove to be difficult.
The same one in your Mustang.
Yeah, this one's short. I like the one in the office the best so far. Sorry, I'm making you open everything.
Oh, you're good. This is the first release. Full pizza grip.
Damn, that actually feels pretty nice. So what is this?
This is Lit Handbrake's new design. So it's pretty much, they changed the company name to Henco now. So this is gonna be their V2 design, and it has, the only thing about it, you gotta make sure just because it has a kick for like the 350Z style.
Got it. So like for me, I wouldn't. Actually, this might work because I could just drill 2 holes here.
Yeah, I made it work in my car without it.
Let's check the length. I kind of like the pistol grip. I feel like now that I'm doing a bunch of off-road stuff, this is right up my alley. It's off-road people have pistols, right? Do you have a shotgun grip?
We can always make anything happen.
It's the same length.
It's 15. Oh, and this one's it's the wrong direction pull too.
Reverse.
Yeah, I need the other way. Did they make another way?
No.
No.
They only make the reverse.
This is cool though. I like it. Nice piece.
Yeah.
Sorry for making you unbox.
No, you're good.
Now I can see what I'm working with. Mike, do you mind passing me a 10 mil on an extendo? Like
2 foot?
Yep. Is there a nut underneath that? No way is that possible. All right.
10 wrench.
Yeah. I thought this was threaded, so the fact that it's not means it's going to be actually a little bit easier to do what I need to do. All right, pass me into the handbrake. Let's see what we got. Call this one Long John Silver. The important thing is seeing if we have enough room on the base. It's crazy how low it looks even once it's on here, huh?
Right.
Just because the bracket's so low.
I feel like the only way you're going to get what you want is to like bolt an extension to one.
Yeah.
They don't make one that's like physically this tall that you need.
Grab a set of my Heatwave safety glasses. We've also got their new transition lenses, which are really cool. For a lot of people that work all day and have to wear safety glasses, these will actually transition to darken when you're out in the sun. So it's like you're wearing safety glasses, but also sunglasses at the same time.
It's pretty sick.
It's like kind of crazy when you have them on and you see like the whole world get dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how life must look for you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Not too straight, but don't worry, you won't be able to see. This will cover it. Believe it or not, Brake Clean actually works pretty good for putting BMX grip on because it's lube that will eventually dry. That won't hurt my hand, that's for sure. Adjust it to go a little bit more forward, and I think we're in business. All right, so another common thing that happens on, we'll call them non-film days, maybe not a Monday, but on a day when we're not filming YouTube videos, that's when we'll take the time to make reels that you guys might see on Instagram, on LZMFG, on my personal account. The bottom line is Mike is one person, and it's very difficult to film a YouTube video and a reel at the same time. So the days when we're not filming are usually the easiest to film real content. One of the reels that we're gonna be shooting, Heatwave has some amazing goggles that they came out with. So basically, I'm just gonna try to get some raw driving footage and then have like really clear Heatwave branding on the goggles while I'm wearing them driving the side by side. I need to test it anyway, so we're gonna kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, see if the handbrake works, see if the brakes stick, and get to test out the brand new Heatwave goggles. I have a huge pet peeve if GoPro angles aren't good. The rule of thumb that I always use is I try to get it as close to eye level as possible, usually centered. I leave it on hyper smooth, but the key is it being on linear and it being an exposure comp of -1 if you're shooting from in the car. And what that does is it prevents it from having a blown out foreground and when it tries to like brighten up the inside of the car too much. And then linear kind of keeps it feeling a little bit more realistic. Wide, it makes you feel like you're going slower. Linear feels like you're going a little bit faster. And with drifting, you'll start to get that gyro effect as it tries to like stabilize as you're going side to side, which is pretty cool. One other worthy mention, I feel like it kind of goes without being said, but whenever I film any sort of reel or any sort of driving clip, I want it to be driving at my absolute limit as hard as I possibly can. It's very rare that I'll just do something like half-assed and be like, oh yeah, that's good enough. Like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to drive until I feel like I'm about to crash, and that's gonna be the clip that makes it.
It looked sick.
The brakes are sticking.
Really? Still?
Yeah, so it might be something that I can fix with adjusting the handbrake. Or it might just be like a stuck caliper or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was on the verge of crashing the whole time. It was sick.
Love that.
Now, I have monthly calls with my business coaches. That's something that I also recently implemented in like the past year or so. I took a CEO coaching class, and that's kind of where it all started. Like today, what I'm doing is it's a very quick call, but whenever there's a really difficult scenario that maybe revolves around something legal or something that's very complicated and has a lot of implications as to how I handle it, I see coaching just to make sure that I can proceed the best way for my business, everyone's collective interest, because business is tricky. I mean, business really is just all centered around communication with people, and how you communicate is so unbelievably important that you have to be very intentional about how and what you say. All right, so this is Rick and Nancy. If you guys want to say hi.
Hi.
Hey there.
See, that's
Hello.
might be difficult to tell the difference between the two of us, right, Rick?
If you had anything that you could say to my audience right now, what would it be?
I'm just happy that we're engaged with you. You're fun to be with.
Oh, thanks, Rick. I appreciate it. All right, now we'll get to the good stuff. Bye, camera. Now, to be fair, this wouldn't be a normal day in the life. However, obviously my house has been getting renovated, so typical thing during the week, especially when I'm not filming, is stopping by the house to go check on, see how things are going. Sometimes Matt will want me to pop in and make an appearance on the Obsessed Garage channel. They've been making a bunch of really cool videos on this, and every time I come in, especially now, there's a lot of stuff that's been changed. I'm gonna film the behind the scenes of Matt asking me questions about things. Matt, welcome to my day in the life.
How's it going? How's your life going?
How's your weekend?
It's good life.
It's a mundane Monday. That's the theme of the video.
It's good. We did some cleaning so the place doesn't look so dirty. Your master bathroom lights, you turn them on here. Do we want any switches in here? What I thought we would do is you'd probably put a switch here for the vanity, here and there, so you can dim them.
All right.
But do you ever think you'll need to turn the lights off from inside the bathroom?
I'm real bad at answering questions, so I usually just go, hey Matt, you're the expert. What do you think?
I think the lights should be out there. You know, just the switch outdoors. You turn out of the room, you turn the switch when you walk in. There's no good wall for the switch to go. It can't go here because you have a door. I don't think you really want it there because it's in the way. That would be the place to put it.
At the compound, pretty much everyone's either on 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 schedule. Clock struck 6 like 10 minutes ago. pretty much everyone's done for the day, including myself. Usually I'll hang out and I'll work on a little side project, whether it's BMX related, a little tinker car project. Sometimes I'll film, but I usually don't film, and it's just kind of like my enjoyable time. And then usually I'll head back to the house with Colette around like 7-ish. Me and James, though, we are going on an evening meeting. It's tough for us to have some of the higher level discussions during the day with all the distractions. So we're going out. Where are we going, James?
We're going to Whiskey's.
All right. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it's gonna be a good time. And he's giving me a ride over so I can grab one of my other cars. Watch out, there's airplanes flying.
Dude, this stuff is crazy.
Apparently that's the new thing. Everyone's flying airplanes here. At least I got lights. Yo, you won't hit one. I wish I could have had the thing. I wanted to try to shoot one with my paintball gun. Weather's looking pretty good, and you know, I've been wanting to drive this thing, so I'm gonna take the touring out. I really love how this car drives. Just when the weather's kind of crappy, I honestly just don't drive it enough. I forget how good of a car it is, and then I drive it once, and I'm like, why don't I daily this car every single day? It's so good. Saying bye to the family real quick. Goodbye, sir. I will see you at home. Hello, my little crackhead. How are you doing? Secret girl. How are you?
Are you gonna pet me too?
I almost did it for the video, but I think that might make you mad.
My head's waiting.
I'll say today was like a pretty accurate day in the life. If anything, it was a little bit more lax than usual. Usually I'd spend probably another hour and a half on emails, like computer stuff, but I couldn't really film that. And there's usually a bit more meetings that we had. Today was actually really light, but I guess you saw the meeting with Dorte that would have taken place the next day. But anyway, yep, heading off to go have another meeting, evening meeting. Meeting went great. Obviously, I didn't bring you guys in for that one, but kind of closing thoughts to wrap up the night. Originally, I was gonna bring the camera home and film kind of like relaxing for the rest of the night, but I think this is where I'm gonna draw the line, even in the day in the life. I'm gonna go home, hang out, spend some time with Colette, the animal family, maybe watch some Netflix. We're on Breaking Bad now. We've both never seen it, so that's a new series to us. But closing thoughts, I really enjoy higher level meetings like this. More than anything, what I find our conversations centered around, as weird as it sounds, it's like communication and psychology. So much of the conversation that we're having is not only about like, you know, upcoming opportunities, relationships, new people, old people. It's all about communication, how we say it, what we say, what we don't say. And I enjoy the strategy behind business so much. It really like gets my brain thinking into a different category. And quite frankly, that's one of the biggest reasons why I took a step back from competing last year and started to wind down on events and stuff, is because I wanted to spend more time on my businesses, LZMFG, Drift HQ. I really enjoy it. It's like a challenge that continues to be challenging forever. There's financial reward in it, but the journey and just the experiences that you have and the people you meet and the conversations, like I love it. I'm so thankful to be in the position that I am. Today's video is definitely different. I'm curious to see what you guys' thoughts are on it. It's been a while since I've had the vlog camera, carried it around and talked to the camera so much. I feel like I'm going crazy, but appreciate you guys. It was fun spending my Monday with you. I'll see you soon. Talk me out of the coffee, out of the coffee. I swear, if you don't learn to be patient. Nope, no. There's always time for our children. Bro, I swear, if you don't chill. Speak. There you go. Ellie, spin. Good girl.